And we are back for another trip into the quiet apocalypse. Welcome, everybody. My name is Dexter Volpez. Let's see if we can survive. I am here in Trapper's cabin again. I've set this up as my home base, and it is, just about at the butt crack of dawn here. A little bit of light filtering through the windows, and we need to figure out what our to-do list is going to look like for today. So the long-term, well, it's not really the long-term, it's more of like the mid-range plan is we're waiting on this guy, 85% cured, so maybe sometime later today he'll hit a full hundo, and then we can start making some arrows. That's really the big bottleneck that I've been up against this whole run is, and I'm trying to play it pretty conservative too, guys. I don't want my first run in the long dark, my first one that I'm ever recording for YouTube, to end in some kind of an epic failure due to my lack of weapons. But that's what I've been dealing with here. I've got a bow, but I only ever had one arrow. I made good use of that arrow. I shot it into a wolf, and then he promptly ran away with it and died on me, and I didn't get it back. So that's what we're waiting on. So we'll get three, and then let me, right here, 3 arrowheads, and that will give me the 3 arrow shafts, and I've got a bunch of, man, I don't know how many feathers I've got. So I'll be able to get a bow, arrows, at least 3 arrows, and then I'm gonna make a trip to Forlorn Muskeg to fashion some arrowheads for all of these guys. They just chop down a whole forest of green birch saplings, and we're going to be up and running. We will basically be fully engaged in the game by that point. So, long story short, we've got, I think it's basically just today. What do you think, guys? I don't think it's going to be that much longer today. We just got to kill time for today. So the 2 things that I've thought about are either going back to Carter Hydrodam and carting back some stuff and also some scrap metal. Let me see. I shouldn't be, yeah. I put away my scrap metal probably somewhere over here. Workbench, where's the, oh, I just had the drawer. Boy, this thing is hard to focus on in the dark. No, just my feathers. Maybe it's up in, let's see, this guy right here. That's the other option. Yeah, 5 pieces of scrap metal. And actually, while we're doing this, let's figure out, because it's been a while since I played this game, crafting. Forge. Yes, forge. Okay, cool. Arrowheads. So 1 piece of scrap metal will get you 2 arrowheads. So that will only get me 10. And I think I've got enough scrap metal. Where am I looking at? Where did all my windows go, guys? I'm totally disoriented in here. All right, I'm not gonna play this game. There we go. Oh, there's the windows. It abruptly got quite a bit darker. That probably means we've got weather coming in. All right. So I need to get some more scrap metal if I want to fully build out all, what is it, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 birch saplings would give me 12 arrows, and I only have scrap metal for 10. So I need to pick up a little bit of scrap metal from somewhere. And let's see if we can figure out where that somewhere is. I'm still going back and forth on this. I don't really know what I want to do. It did get quite a bit darker. Look at that. It was looking like it was about to be a nice sunrise out there for a second. And no deer. Actually, so long as I'm out here, let me go take a look at the snare that I set up. See if there's anything. Oh, looks like there's something. This is our very first little bunny. Thank you, bunny.
I could use this.
Look at that cute little guy. Boy, is he going to be tasty. Wait, just pick up the snare. I don't need to... pick it up, and I think I want to reset this snare. Still at 100% condition. That's good. Sure, right there. All right, well, probably, since we did get that, let's think about this for a minute. Do I really want to take time to cook right now? Seems like it's kind of a waste of the day. Some weather crows flying around here somewhere. It'd be too dark to see them, of course. I don't really feel like I want to do this. However, let's go in here so I don't kill any more of my heat, my body heat than I need to. And here we go. 97%. Man, we must have just like barely got him. You don't want to use a hatchet for that. Yeah, sure, we can do this. Let's get our meat, get our hide, and our gut. Just doing this in the dark here. Of course, it's too dark to read, but I could gut a rabbit just fine. Okay.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Let's get those. Find a clear spot on the floor. Where's my... You guys probably already know. Here we go. Let's drop this fella right here, and then there's some gut.
So thirsty I can't think straight.
Cool. And I am going to need to get some food. And I don't really want to use a whole lot more of these guys because I do really want to save those for a reserve. So this is interesting. That kind of is pushing me in the direction of cooking that rabbit, but I don't think I really want to do that. Let's just check how much water we've got. We should have plenty for today. I don't think we need to mess around with a whole much more water than that. So how about this? I think what we're going to do is go to, I do think I have food at Carter Hydrodam and at Camp Office. One of the reasons I kind of want to go to Camp Office is there's a little kind of hidden spot back behind Camp Office where sometimes there's a rifle drop. And I wanted to make my way over there and just on a whim see if there were any rifles or anything else worthwhile to be had. And how much weight do I have? I'm at 20. I'm fairly light. So I guess I'm going to have a breakfast of some yummy sardines. Oof. Oh boy, did those ever go down good. And here's our water. And now we are good to get back out and survive in the long dark. And I don't think I want a... Oh, I'm sorry. I keep hitting my light sources instead of my weapons. Here we go. Making our way back to Camp Office. Walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. And this is kind of interesting because there used to be a herd of like 5 deer that all wandered around this hillside. And they've been gone now for... I think they were gone in the last episode too. Although there's something out there. Specifically, that is. Okay, let's keep moving. Though it's not really that cold this morning. It's actually a fairly nice morning, all things considered. Early morning. I guess I could pick some birch bark here.
All I could think about is food.
See any wolves. So let's get rolling. And for that matter, I think I do need more arrows. I'm sorry, guys, I do need more arrows, but I need more feathers is the point that I was making here with this frozen dead guy. And I don't even think I named him. So if you guys have an idea, a good name for this guy, Mr. Faceplant here in the snow, let me know in the comments. And if we come up with a good one, we'll go with that from now on. Want a stick. There we go. So if I recall correctly, guys, when we were looking in my little cache of crafting supplies, my hobby lobby, if you will, back there in Hunter's cabin, or Trapper's cabin, I think I had 21 feathers, which is enough to make 7 arrows, and I need to be able to make 12 arrows. So I also need to keep my eye open for feathers. And here's some birch bark. Well, actually, you know, there is a tiny little, I guess maybe this is what I should do. I can swing up here, and I think there's a little container of some kind, or backpack, or whatever, that's right near the train tracks, the tunnel. So let's get in there and take a look, and I don't think that there's anything majorly useful in there, like anything that's going to be life-changing, but you never know. We're kind of just slowly taking inventory of what there is here in Mystery Lake. Don't see a wolf yet. That is something that's been known to pop up here from time to time. Nice little wolfie. This little wolf buddy. Always wants to come and say hi. But apparently not today. Ooh, a nice little snow drifting down too. Look at that. How picturesque is this? What a day. It's already shaping up to be a beautiful morning. And as I'm saying this, I think it's usually right around here somewhere, and I'm not really seeing anything. Or maybe it's over here. I think these are just rocks. Yeah, it's just rocks. That's just rocks. And also, I guess there's not... well, I'll get my rose hips. Come on. Other than that, not a lot of loot to go around here. Yeah, not there. Alright. Well, that was kind of a bust. But it didn't really take up too much of our time. Look at this. So there's that wolf over there. I do have 13 flares, which is a pretty good reserve of flares. And I do have pretty good condition. I just try to avoid trouble if I can help it. If I can climb up that tree. Save that for a different time. Alright. Let me just edge right on over here to the side of this hill. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be far enough. I think he's going to end up chasing me. Yep. Alright, see if we can run here. I guess this was a bad time to have my boots on instead of my running shoes. I swapped those out. That was my mistake. Did I save myself a flare? Where is this? Found me again. He's tracking me down. He's not gaining a ton of distance on me. He's just following me. He's just walking. Alright, let's see if we can run something. Sure acting like he's a big bad wolf. That's about the end of my cardio right there. We need a little more VO2 max here for the Quiet Apocalypse, guys. My survivor really is not in the best shape. I wonder if I hit him with a flare, what happens? I don't even know if that's possible. I could go catch some rabbits or something, man. Have you tried them? They're tasty. I just butchered one this morning.
You eat trees?
There. I should be fine. I don't think he's acting like he's big and scary, but I don't think he has that much animosity towards me. Let's get in here. And I think I should have at least some scrap metal that I can get in here. And yeah, I can pick up a new crit roll. I think I was running into issues with my... Oh, that's empty. Sorry. I was running into issues with my tinder situation. Now, where did I leave everything? Here's a stack of papers. There's some more tinder. Boy, there's tinder just all over this place. It's the opposite problem of what I was having over at the trapper's cabin. I think, yeah, here's something with a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, let's just leave the coffee. I don't specifically need coffee. Where's a low condition item of some kind? I guess it's the dusty tomato soup. That dust really lowered the condition of that thing. And yep, there's a fishing hook. I guess I need more fishing line, because I can't really do a whole lot with just one line and 4 hooks. So that's another project I need. I think I need guts for that. Guys, if you... Well, I guess I don't necessarily have to wait on your answers. Where's my crafting screen? Here. How do we make... Oh, look at this. We can turn sticks into tinder. I bet this was a thing, and I just haven't been... tinder plug. Okay, so instead of using the whole thing, I could turn this into 4. All right. Good to know. But what makes fishing line? I'm pretty sure that it's guts. Fishing lure, fishing tackle. Is it just this? Yeah, that's okay. But where's the line? Line. Yeah, I need guts. So I do have a few guts curing. All right. Cool. Well, let's go up here. We can say hi to Henri. Hello, Henri. Let's just do a quick scan through here. Just make sure there's nothing that I forgot. Here's my little spray paint bottle for my fun graffiti project, which is I'm kind of deprioritizing right now. Yeah, not a whole lot going on in here. So, I do have some food. Let's think through our options. So we can just sit in here. Before we go to Muskeg, because it's been known to get cold over there. I've had some experiences, guys. I've been hurt before. So this is at 38. This is at 53. These are all... Well, actually, that one is not. So these socks, this guy, that's 71. It's okay. I fixed these. Maybe this shirt. There's some sewing that I could do here. And I don't think I'll take these to Muskeg with me. I think these guys are going to stay. I'm probably going to do their running shoes so that I can keep up my mobility. So, I guess I could stay in here and do some sewing. Or I could go out and do some fishing. I think you know which one I want to do. I could probably grab another little can of food just in case. And I think I have plenty of water. So, let's head out for now, especially while the weather is decent, and see what fish we can catch. I think that wolf is gone. He was quite a ways away from his home territory by the time he followed me all the way out here. Oh, sorry, before we do that, this is the place that I wanted to go to. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't remember this guy.
Someone's stash.
Yeah, see, there's my scrap metal and a bandage. Cool. So I'm good to go on scrap metal. Let's pick up some rose hips. Then, assuming the map hasn't been changed, this is actually where I want to go, and I can grab some sticks. Back in here, there's like a little kind of a cave. And sometimes, does it seem like slow? Maybe just because I'm not on a road. So sometimes, it's been known to leave some pretty good loot in that cave. Sometimes not, of course. And actually, now that I hear myself saying this, I think somewhere around here there's a way to get up on that ridge as well and hunt and do stuff up there. I don't think that's going to be on the agenda for today. I think we just need to stick with killing time, taking care of a few useful projects, particularly getting my clothes up to speed so that I can make that journey into muskeg once I get my arrows. Okay. And I'm not finding the cave, so maybe this map has changed a little bit, which is okay. Just trying to make sure I'm not overlooking a rifle or something very useful here somewhere. Oh, actually, maybe the cave's around here. Yeah, this is looking interesting. And I could get up on that hill, too, and take a look around. Yeah, I think maybe this is... I think this is it, guys. And you guys probably already know. At least a lot of you probably know. From your own play of this game or watching other people play. But it's been a while for me. So in a way, I'm kind of relearning this stuff and going on these faint memories. You know what it's like? It's like if you go back to a place where you lived once upon a time. This happened to me a few years ago. I went back to Minneapolis. It's where I grew up. And I haven't been there in probably, gosh, I don't know. I'm going to say like 14, 15 years, something like that. And I get to Minneapolis, and a lot of, the countryside looks the same. The trees look the same. The lakes look the same. Even the skyline is pretty familiar. But there's also stuff that's very different. This is kind of what this experience is like for me, coming back and playing The Long Dark, because a lot of this stuff looks the same. What is this? It's a little fire pit. So just a fire pit. That's all. That's what I made this whole trip out here for. All right, let's just poke around in here just to make sure. Yeah. So, anyways, what I was saying, guys, is that's sort of what this experience has been like for me, playing The Long Dark. It's like, well, a lot of this stuff is familiar, and it's probably not going to change, or if they change it, it's not going to just be, very much. But at the same time, a lot of it's different. If you've been watching some of my episodes leading up to this point, I've run into that very distinctly, particularly the fire tower, which nearly cost us our survivor's life. Oh, is this it? I really can't go up there. All right. Well, then let's not break our ankles trying. Let's get back to level ground. I know there's a way to get up there. I just have to figure out how. Oh, do you know what? Guys, I think this might be it. I think somewhere... I don't think it's here. I think it's back behind those little fishing cabins or something. I think there's a rope that gets us up there. Maybe that's what we ought to do. We can do some fishing because, yeah, it's only like, what is that, 10:30 in the morning? So we have plenty of time, and I only have one fishing line, so who knows how long I'm really going to be able to fish for. If I have some time, maybe that's what we ought to do, is try to get up there and see what there is to see. It's not really that big of a space, but there could be something cool up there. I think there's also a frozen dead guy up there too. Well, as days go in the quiet apocalypse, this is a gorgeous day. Look at that mountain back there, and the snowflakes kind of swirling down from this overcast sky. And the big, I don't know, what would we call these? Probably fir trees. I think they look kind of like Doug fir more than anything else, but evergreens. It's just a beautiful game. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here because you guys probably all like it for a lot of the same reasons I do. Okay, so we are here. Ice fishing is out there. Deer are all over in here. Look at that. 4, 5 of them, I think. And of course me with no arrows. Story of my life. Always a bridesmaid. Yep, here's a rope right here. I think this is just what we're going to do. Well, maybe not, because I am actually running out of energy. And I don't want to stall out on that rope. So we need to get into one of these cabins and get a little nappy. It was all that I'm racing with a deer. Oh, here we go. Flare gun. So you can aim the flare gun. That's new. Or it's probably not new, but that's new information for me. Let's get over here and rest. And then we'll try climbing up there. I think I'm going to get more use out of that, guys, honestly, than just my fishing. You know, I might get like a fish or two, but with just one line. As soon as that thing breaks, my fishing trip is done. And I got to wait for my guts to cure. So, we do have food. Let's do this before we sleep. We don't want to lose condition for no reason. This one's heavier, so let's eat that. Oh, and 500 calories. That's going to be plenty. Look at that. How long are we thinking we're going to need to sleep here? 4 hours. That's going to take us to like late afternoon. Jeez. I'm just going to go for it. And nice nap. We're at half energy. You'd think that would be enough. Is this a book that's just floating here?
I've never been so hungry in my life.
I've never seen a floating book in my life. I guess there maybe is a little shelf that was supposed to be there. Yeah, and here's a... There's supposed to be a shelf there. That's kind of funny. All right. Let's get over the rope. I think this ought to be enough. I hope. And why is it dropping so fast? Am I overweight? I'm only carrying around 23 kilos. Okay. Yeah, look at that. I've got 2 down arrows on that energy bar. So I am just dropping energy. Let me go over here and eyeball this rope a little bit. Maybe I can get out my bedroll and sleep there a little bit more if I feel like I need to. Let's take a look. If I'm going to be climbing, then I don't want to pick up any sticks. No sense in hauling any more sticks up this rope than I have to. See, this isn't a super long rope. I've certainly seen longer ropes than that. But, you know, that's long enough that if I stall out on this thing, that could be very painful. I think I'm going to go for it, fellas. Let me check if I have an emergency stim. Oh, of course I don't. I think let's do this. Okay, go. How do I do this? Okay. Good boy. Look at that energy meter. Just dropping. I think we're halfway. This is going to wipe out most of our energy. This poor guy. The things that I put him through. Oh, don't slow down. Don't slow down. Yeah, you got this, bud. You've got it. All right. What a guy. What a guy. He did it. He made it.
I just need to close my eyes.
And the crowd goes wild. All right. I think somewhere up here, as soon as I climb up without fail, we get a... Well, it's not really a blizzard, it's just wind. Just got a little windy. I thought there was a frozen dead guy up here, and that sometimes he had a rifle with him. Now, of course, my memory could be failing me, or maybe they just don't, or didn't put that guy into this game. But here I get another bow for all of the maple saplings that I need. That's work. I am going to be loaded with maple. Let's break that. And let's scan around here. Just make sure we're not missing anything. Wind sure kicked up. Look at these clouds. Look at those clouds.
Gotta eat
They are
soon.
flying. Literally. Okay. I really cannot go up that hill right here. Let's try another one. Probably did this whole rope climb for
Better
nothing.
find some water.
That's honestly how this is looking. At least it's a beautiful view of the lake from up there. Okay. Well, I guess this is sort of a bust. I did get a sapling out of it, but honestly, that's not a whole lot. If there's really nothing else up here, I think I'm going to go grab the rope and at least bring the rope back, because I'm not going to come up here again. There's not really a compelling reason to come up here. I think this goes back to the camp office. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just go grab that rope, circle back there, go to camp office, and do my little sewing activity. And that'll probably be my day. Because there's really... I guess I can get around here a little bit more and just make sure I'm not missing anything. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff that I would come back here for. What's that? Is that like a huge stump? I guess that's just a big stump. I think. Is that what? Yes. This is the prepper cache. Okay. And here I was just complaining there's nothing to come up here for. Alright. Leave. Oh, I'm just standing here with a ladder. How do I open this? Oh, it's, Alright, let's go to my lantern. Light it, yes, please.
My energy is just disappearing.
Dude, I don't blame you. You just climbed up that rope. Well, honestly, I don't know what these preppers were doing in here, because they weren't really caching anything. This is about the saddest prepper cache that I've ever found. This is really it. Look at this. Okay. And a cardboard box. 2 cardboard boxes. Okay. Well, not a whole lot. Boy, I was really excited there for a second. What's this? Yeah, I can always use accelerant.
This.
I can actually open this? Is there anything in there? I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Well, I got some accelerant and some socks. What a day. Okay, well, at least it confirmed for me something that I wasn't sure if they were going to do, but yes, there are indeed prepper caches. So that's at least something. Not really need cardboard. I wonder if there's something underneath that cardboard. Anyways, I don't want to waste my lamp fuel any more than I already have. You know, this was there was a bit of a novelty to that, guys, but boy, that was kind of a letdown. I don't know what these Canadians are doing here in the northern hinterlands, going to all this time and effort to build these prepper caches with a huge hatch on it, and then just have a bed in there. I guess he spent all of his money on his construction costs or something. But before I get too much in that direction, I think this doesn't really change what I had said before about my plan. I think what I'm... Is that a wolf? saw something moving over there. I'm not crazy. It's not. It doesn't really move. I think that's a rabbit. Okay, I think what I want to do is go back, grab the mountaineering rope, and then loop back down to camp office, because I can probably find other uses for that rope versus leaving it, there. Because what am I going to come up here for? To cut down another maple sapling someday from now? I don't know, guys. This was a bit of a bust. Man, the ups and downs of being a survivor in the lone dark. You think, oh, here's a sapling. I think that's a birch. That's good. More birch. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave the rope there. And rabbits. Yeah, I guess I don't. Maybe I'm not really ready to eliminate access to myself in this map. I can always come back and get that mountaineering rope at some time if I ever want it or need it. And I guess the other thing is, if I already have a mountaineering rope, and I don't even have a use for the one I've already got, no sense in taking the second one that I don't have a use for. Yes, let's get our old man's beard. Here, old man's beard. And now wait a minute, wasn't there a cave around here at some point? Well, I don't remember. I just have like this I guess it's like a hunch or a suspicion. Look at this old man's beard. That kind of looks cavey.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Oh, I guess we are. See, we're cold, dehydrated, and hungry. So, yeah, welcome to the Long Dark, everyone. That's just what we do around here. Alright, let's go and see if... Yeah, that's kind of a cave. It's not really what I was thinking of. I guess there's old man's beard there, so let's go check it out. It's getting close to sunset. Not a whole lot up here besides those harvestable resources. I think that qualifies as a cave. It's just like an overhang. Yeah, I'm probably just making things up. I know about a cave here. Would have been nice, I guess. Alright, let's get going. I'm going to pass on camp office, because I think we're back over by the railroad cars. And at this point, it's probably just easier, instead of heading back the direction of camp office, we'll just kind of slowly make our way along the edge of the map and get back to Trappers, because ultimately that's where we're going to kick off from, and that's where our saplings are as well, where we're going to need to split them up and turn them into arrows. Well, I guess it was an interesting day of exploring. We did survive. We didn't specifically get attacked by a wolf, although he did his best. Yeah, he didn't. That was a low-effort wolf. He really was not doing his best. He could have really chased us down if he had wanted to. He just didn't invest that much time and effort into it. Which is probably so much the better for him. What is this? It's one of those rock cairn. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Something from the Kickstarter campaign. Oh, maybe this is where caves are. No, I think I was just down there. Yeah, let's not backtrack. And we're fading to a golden sunset. With a pretty stiff breeze. Yep, and then we're right here above the railroad cars. I don't want to take a lot of damage from dehydration. I think that one's one of the more severe penalties that you can get. So let's not do that, especially because we're going to have a ways to go to get back to Trappers. I mean, instead of running, this guy should just sit down and slide down the hill. Man. I'm an idiot. Alright. Let's take a look. I don't see a wolf specifically. I think we should be good. Especially with a sprained wrist. Now I'm going to have to be careful. Wait, is that him out there? It's kind of hard to tell because of this pain condition making stuff fuzzy. Yeah, I think we're safe. Let's get rolling. Guys, I could have sworn that there was usually like a box or something here where you could store stuff, and did I really walk by some rose hips and not pick them? I mean, I've been known to walk past stuff before. Despite what people may say, I am not perfect. Huh. Alright. Well, at least we got them now. Okay, let's head back. And we're probably going to spend the rest of our day fixing our clothing. Getting our seamstress skills put to work. Look at that. Man, are those clouds ever moving. I don't know what I would say if I ever saw clouds moving that fast in real life. That would be, that is fast. Nice. Golden amber sunset. Not a whole lot going on around here, though. There's, usually like a deer or something like that would hang out around here. I'm not even seeing that. Just a quiet corner of Mystery Lake where not a lot happens until a survivor wanders through with a sprained wrist and hungry belly. And what do we have here? I guess some more birch bark fell down. Guess we can always use that. Cool. He is just gasping. Look at this. We are crawling. I really don't want to stop and rest. Man, that's... For as much as this wind is moving, it is actually a pretty warm day. Look at that. I'm actually warming up now. Being outside here in this wind. Well, maybe it's sheltered by these cliffs. I don't know specifically what they're getting at here as far as the temperature is concerned. But if we have to be tired and hungry, it's better to be tired and hungry than to be tired and hungry and cold. Man, it's just inch by agonizing inch. We're making our way back to Trappers. This is what you would call a leisurely pace, or a leisurely pace. Come on, I was right on top of it. There we go. And I guess I'm technically side hilling here, so let's try to flatten this out so we don't sprain anything else. Okay. Well, guys, I guess it occurs to me, I think I do have a few more places I could explore on this map. I don't know if any of them have much in the way of useful loot, but there is sort of the backside of Carter Hedger Dam. It's not really the backside, it's like the side where you go down past the train bridge and follow that little creek out of there. So I can go back there and explore. I think usually there's some harvestable materials there. I don't know how much loot there is, but it's probably worth at least exploring. And then just the main railroad line. I have not spent that much time on. I did find the one railroad car, but the other one, I have not looted it yet. I don't know that there would be... Like, who would leave an arrow there? I mean, this game has done stranger things before, so maybe there's a arrow there, or a rifle or a revolver or something, but I don't think I'm likely to turn up a whole lot in that railroad car. I'm just sort of thinking off the top of my head what there would be left for me in Mystery Lake. I can certainly ice fish, of course. And, oh, do you know what else is weird? I guess this just occurred to me as well. We just went by the office, the camp office, and that moose was gone. Remember, we had seen a moose there. I don't remember how many episodes ago, a few episodes ago, there was a moose hanging right outside of the camp office. And now he's gone. So, we now also have a vanishing moose in addition to these vanishing deer that live up here. So, I don't know. I guess maybe this is the thing I just need to learn about this game. How the spawning works. Because when I used to play, it was pretty consistent. Where, I'm just taking a minute to admire the sunset here, guys, while I walk in here. This is pretty cool. Anyhow, before I interrupt myself again, back when I used to play this game, it used to be pretty consistent where, you know, if a bear spawned somewhere on a map, let's say, he would probably just keep spawning there. And not a whole lot, you know, else would change about that. Same thing for moose. If you had a moose spawn in a particular location, he would probably just keep spawning there. Deer, wolves, you know, kind of the same thing. Some of these wolf spawns that I've seen already, they seem to be pretty consistent with what my experience has been for the Long Dark. It's like, yeah, that's, you know, where a wolf would typically spawn, so it's not that surprising. But having that moose spawn by camp office was brand new to me. I had never seen anything like that before, and I was really looking forward to hunting that guy. And just checking. Yep, no rabbit in the snare. Alright. Oh, man. And just when the weather's kicking up, it's time for us to get back in here and do our thing. Okay. Do I need to light a fire? I think I'm going to light... If I'm going to go to Muskeg in the morning, I'll probably end up lighting a fire in the morning to warm up mine. Now, let's take a look. 99% cured, so we're just about here, fellas. At any time, we'll be able to start making some arrows. Let me drop... Where is he at? No, I must be down here. Yep, here we go. Drop that guy and drop that guy. Cool. We're good to go. And let's see. I did need to fix my clothing. I guess this is the best I'm going to do. I do have plenty of spare cloth, so that's good. What did we bring? 93. Cool. I don't need to waste any more on that. What is that? 53? 49. Let's do this first. Man, I'm going to be really tired. Come on. You can't repair while in the dark. Oh, got it. Okay, well, there goes my repairing for the day. Can I do this? No. Oh, they're asking me to use that as medicine. I don't think I need to do that. And I still am carrying these guys around. That may not be bad. I can possibly do some fishing in muskeg, so I don't necessarily feel like dropping those. Maybe since... What time is it? Yeah, it's kind of early morning. Maybe since it's early morning, or early evening, I should say, early night, early on in the night, and I don't need all of these cans either. So I'm just going to manage my inventory a little bit so that I'm ready when we wake up in the morning and we can get moving to Muskeg. Well, we won't leave immediately from Muskeg, but I'll probably bring 2 cans with me to Muskeg. I did have some logs. Here we go. Firewood. Oh, no, not that guy. Where'd he go? I'm going to have to pick up all these logs just to find my one fire starter. Okay, before we do that, let's just get rid of my sticks. I managed to pick up 16 sticks during the course of this day. Not a bad day of work. Alright. This is ridiculous. There we go. That wasn't actually too bad. I thought it was going to be way worse. Okay, drop, drop, drop. Hold on to the ferro rod. Thank you. And what else have we got that we should get rid of here? We're down to 20 kgs. Probably all this stuff I would bring with me. I have an extra sock. These are some heavy socks, guys. Look at this. 1/4 kilo for the pleasure of carrying around a sock. Oh, I don't have enough space in here. Okay, so under my bed is going to be my sock drawer. So, socks can move over. Good. What else have we got? I do have my one guy here for my evening meal. About it, right? I do need to pick up my scrap metal. Make sure I bring that with me. Before I do that. Scrap. So many cans. Come on. Transfer all. Okay. Cool. We're good? I think we're good. I can probably move some of these over. Save myself a little bit of space. Are we good? Wait. Is that a rifle? It's been sitting here this whole time. Guys, how long have I been in here? And I didn't even notice that rifle around until now. For all the good that it does me since I don't have a rifle. Oh, and look at this. Also a sewing kit. Is there anything else down here on the floor that I've been missing? This is just so typical of the long dark. You're in a place where you've been to I don't know how many times, and then you start finding this extra stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to sleep for the night. Well, actually, let's eat our food. We're going to eat some food, get some well, we're probably going to need to eat more calories than this. 300 calories isn't going to last me a whole long at night. But at least I'm getting some hydration out of there. Okay. Here, what should I guess we're going to go for this dude. I really don't like using my energy bars if I can help it. Cool. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I'll need to hydrate. Let's just bring 2 because I'm going to need some more for the morning as well. There we go. I think we're ready. In the morning, yep, now he's cured. So in the morning we can bust up that guy, make 3 arrows, warm up some coffee, and we're going to be off to Forlorn Muskeg. Perfect. Yeah, maybe not 10 hours. Let's do 9. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Till our next episode, stay warm and stay sharp, and I'll see you in the long dark.